Yeah, Ja Morant is. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Ja Morant is up. I don't want to say he's acting like a thug. I feel like that stuff is corny. But Ja Morant recently released a statement. He's facing a lot of backlash right now for several things. The latest of those things being pulling out the. Can I show that? Can I show him pulling out the stick? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Pulling out the stick on IG.
That was a twig. That is not. That is a twig.
Is
It's
that?
not a
I
goddamn
swear to
stick.
God, I thought that was a toy.
No, it's a little.
That's
It's
A toy.
You've never seen a.
that was another one.
I told you that was the first bullet I saw.
We should have went shooting. I didn't know that. We could have went to the gun range.
Why? And I don't need to
That
see
would
a
have been
gun.
fun. What do
Yeah,
you
I want to
mean?
put a stick in your hand for real though.
Facts.
Hey yo,
A
That's
big
not
one.
a.
Make you use two hands for real.
That's not a. That's not a.
That's
not
a yo.
It's not
That's a yo.
homoerotic. It's not.
That's not
it's
a.
not. Be
That's
adult.
a-
Be adult. We're adults here. We're adults here.
I want to. I for real though. Several. I want to put some dick.
Now that
Hey
was
yo.
a
If I put some
that
in and
was
make
a
him shoot,
AO.
if he make him shoot, what's the problem?
You gonna make him shoot souls?
Make who shoot?
The,
Me? Why would I?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
All right, my bad, man.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, suspended for that. You know, we know about the 17-year-old who apparently punched Ja. Tweeting out, "I'm gonna show you how these hollows feel." You know, that's a tweet he actually put out to somebody, threatening the finish line. Worker because his mom said something was, wrong at the finish line. They disrespected her. I mean, he's been doing some things that are just no bueno. I don't know how else to describe it. Let me read this statement and then hear what y'all got to say, and then we'll take off from there. Ja Morant released a statement saying, "I take full responsibility for my actions last night." This is after the chopper was on the live. I'm sorry to my family, teammates, coaches, fans, partners, the city of Memphis, and the entire Grizzlies organization for letting you down. I'm going to take some time away to get help and work on learning better methods of dealing with stress and my overall well-being. I know Damo's ready. Take it away, buddy.
Oh, we're gonna let me lead this one. Hey, listen, man. Is Ja's unofficial PR team and attorney, like head of his PR team? I've been putting my neck out on the line defending some of these actions and these accusations. Really sticking my neck out for this guy. And me personally, I'm not gonna give up. I'm still standing on my sentiments. I'm still standing on what I was saying before, which I only criticized the people who wanted to claim Ja was acting like a thug, being a so-called fake tough guy, or portraying a life that he's not from or lived before. My questioning and my own questions were, how do y'all know? Like, unless people are coming out that grew up with Ja, how do y'all know what he came from? I'm not defending his actions. I agree. This is dumb. This isn't the kind of actions you need from a $200 million NBA player, $100 million NBA player, any level of NBA player. This is not acceptable behavior. I agree with that. No one is questioning that. My questioning is for the people that's calling him a thug. My questioning is people who are saying, "Oh, you out here living a life you not from for real." Just ask me, just answer, what has he done that he hasn't done before? What has he done that growing up he's not used to or came from? If we're talking about a guy that's acting the way that he came from, I don't see that as being a fake tough guy. He's just living the same life he was living before. It needs to grow up. There's a total different thing than saying, "Oh, this guy's he's just out here pretending." There's people that saying John went to a private school, which isn't a private school. You just have to look into it. Not a fucking private
I
school.
looked it up on my stream. A lot of that is cap. I ain't gonna lie.
A lot of it is cap.
People were saying like he grew up in a really, really, really good neighborhood and shit like that. Looked up the school he went to. It wasn't even a private school. It was a public school. And the city he lives in is like, it has a higher crime rate than the rest of the state by a significant
Now
margin.
the city the school's in has a higher the
Yeah,
county or district, whatever. But apparently, if you these same people, because now everybody's doing research when that came out, everybody starts to do research. Then apparently, he grew up in the area next to it that supposedly has like the lowest crime rate, but he's going to school in the area with the highest, or one of the highest crime rates. So that doesn't even make sense. But all I'm saying is just do due diligence. Girl, what are you? What? Huh? Jesus, I'm sorry. But just do your due diligence of knowing where he actually came from before you make these statements, because that's damning. That's all I've argued this whole time. People, oh, I've been waiting to see how you defend him now because he had a gun. I don't have a problem with him having a gun. Doesn't make him a thug. Like, I'm sorry. Him being a gun-owning American doesn't make him a thug. Him saying, oh, it's free to see how these hollows feel, I don't think that's thug behavior. That's just a nigga that is active with his gun. I don't think that's a thug. It's stupid.
You think hollows can fit in the gun that he showed us?
That's not his gun. No. Okay. There's nothing fitting that but little squirrel pellets. But he's not one. That was just breaking that video down. Like, I watched it. Bro, John Moran is in the club. John Moran is in the club just rapping a song, dancing, whatever. There is a little stripper pistol on the table. He picked it up and put it down. I promise you that's a stripper's pistol. If you don't know, you don't know. It's cool if you know, you know. That was a woman's pistol. That was whatever woman was accompanied. That wasn't his goddamn pistol, bro. He picks it up, puts it down, and then he starts throwing stuff up. On Twitter, I actively said, yeah, him throwing gang signs up, him just throwing up a C, him listening to whoever he's listening to. Idiotic look. Dumb look. Definitely dumb. I didn't care about the gun. Honestly. What's the problem with him being in the picture with a gun? He's an adult. He's an adult male. He can have a gun. But because I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, he's a thug, I'm a clown, I'm this, I'm that. Whatever. I'm not going to sit here and judge the nigga and demonize the nigga. We all acknowledge he's dumb and he needs to move better. But what is this trying to personally attack him about his background, his character, criticizing his dad? Niggas is over here, yo, this nigga John Morant's dad is the bigger issue.
That shit is now that to me was the most insane conversation about his parents, how they need to be better parents, parenting his dad is a friend to him, all these other things like that. That's the dumbest conversation I've ever heard in my life. John Moran has agency over his own body, right? He's a grown man. I think I would honestly say, especially based off of the few things that I know about, how they were raised and who trains him when it comes to basketball, who trained him when it comes to basketball, I would say his parents have done a very good job, right? I know that that's controversial, right? I know that that's crazy to say. I would say that his dad and his mom have done a great job as to raising John Morant as a good man. These people that are like, yo, I just see his dad, he's animated on TV, he's done X, Y, and Z. All that tells me is two things. One, you're probably not black when you make that comment. And two, you ain't got shit going on in your life because your parents ain't got nothing to be proud of. And that's a fact, right?
Oh, wow.
That's tough.
That's 100% a fact. Your parents should be jumping for joy when you do something, right? I don't know what this idea about your parents can't be proud. And this stems back to the LeVar Ball thing too. People were so mad about LeVar Ball, Gloria James when she's done stuff on the sidelines, whoever's parents, Richard Williams when they did stuff on the sidelines. Hey, if you live a life of mediocrity and your parents don't have anything to celebrate, hey, talk to your parents, talk to yourself, talk to those people, but don't get mad when people's parents celebrate their actions that they've done. That's stupid to me.